Hey, what's up guys? Your friend Jim here with another video. First of all, welcome to the Mitsubishi Montero channel. I greatly appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the new subscribers out there. If you're watching this video, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like this video, share the video. Doesn't cost anything, but it will gain you a lot of great information about your Montero. So anyway, this video is somewhat of like a continuation of the last one where I talk about the wheel spacers and stuff like that. And you know, I'll get more into detail about that, but I'll show you where I ended up in terms of the wheel spacers. Also, I want to talk to you guys about restoring your original wheels. As you guys know, I like to keep my Montero, all my vehicles, original with original wheels, original tires, everything. So I'll show you a way to restore, very easy way to restore your wheels on your Montero, and I'll show you the difference right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I'll show you the Montero now. So there's a Montero right there, and as you can see, it's different than the original. Obviously the original's wheels and tires stick further in. I'll go into details as far as what spacers I used. But the other thing that I'm going to talk about in this video is take a look at this wheel. Look at that. See how it's a little bit dirty? It's kind of like, it's not scratched up or anything like that, but it's just some of these stains they just don't, I mean, that dust stuff, obviously that cleans away, but some of that other stuff doesn't come off anymore. So you have to clean it really well and then restore it. Like this one, look at this one. So this one looks a lot better. So yeah, as you can see, it looks better than the original one. Well, I'll give you more details on exactly what I used to it's actually painted. It's painted, but I'll show you how I did it. So, but definitely looks a lot better. I do need to wash the Montero. Look at this. It's pretty dirty. And then here's the back one here. And you know, it's kind of messed up. It's not messed up physically, but it's just dirty. It's got some scratches here, which is not a big deal. It's not very, it just looks old. I mean, I can clean it up, but you'll still see some of that stuff. So I'll show you exactly how I did that in this video. So let's go ahead and clean it up. I'm gonna do a wash on it, wash it, dry it, clean it up really nice, and then we'll start talking about some of this stuff. Okay? All right, let's do it. All right, guys. So here's a Montero, all cleaned up. As you can see, she's shining away. And as I mentioned before, the wheel spacers that I used, I'll show you right now. And look at that, just so you can get a reference on how this looks with these spacers based on what the look that you're going for. Now, as I mentioned before, I'd like to keep my vehicles original as much as possible. Earlier I said I like to keep the tires original, but obviously these are not factory size tires. They're a little bit bigger, but I do like the look of the tires, the wheels being a little bit further out. I like that look from the original Montero look. So here's the spacers that I used. So it's these guys, and I'll link them to the description of this video if you want to purchase these on Amazon. So these are the 2-inch, and this is a 1-inch. So with this setup, I have the 2-inch in the back. As you can see, I have the 2-inch in the back, and I have the 1-inch in the front. And with the 1-inch in the front, you don't have to worry about cutting, modifying anything. It does not rub, even though the tires are a little bit bigger than factory, but it still doesn't rub on U-turns or any other turns or anything like that. At least that's my experience with this setup. All right, guys. So step one, when you're cleaning these out, it doesn't have to be super clean all throughout the back and everything. Just the surface here, the edges, and obviously all the little crevices around here. But before I already started cleaning a little bit, but also one thing you gotta do is remove the center cap. Remove that little center cap. And it's a very simple process. You just have to like hit it from here. Hit it a little bit. There. Now this guy comes out. So you just hit it from the end, from the back, lightly. I just hit it with this little brush out, and then that comes out. So you can wash this separately, maybe polish it a little bit if you want to do that. But again, back here, I didn't even bother to clean back here. I just want to clean the front. So my table is pretty flimsy, but it gets the job done. Alright guys, so now that we have it all cleaned up, we gotta let it dry 100% dried. And we'll have to wait a little while for that. And then we'll mask tape around here. I'll show you how I did that. And then we'll get ready to paint. So stand by. Then these guys, we can just kind of polish them a little bit, see how they are. It's not that dirty, but we just polish them a little bit. I'll show you how to do that. All right guys, so now that your tire is all dried up, everything's dried up, we're putting masking tape like I'm doing here. So the sticky part is on the outside here, and then I'm just kind of going along the edge very carefully. As you can see, I'm just going to go along the edge. Doesn't matter if it gets a little bit wrinkled, it doesn't matter too much, but as long as you just cover the edge of the wheel. It doesn't have to go all the way in there. You don't want any paint on your rubber, but also you don't have to paint it all the way inside, just as long as it's on the surface like this. And then we're going to put some paper here. I'll show you how to do that as well. So, and I'll give you, this is the way it looks close up. So we're just kind of going along the edge there, and we'll just go all the way around. Alright, so now that we have the masking tape all the way around, I mean, you can cut it in certain sections so it won't be too folded towards the wheel. Now we got to get the paper. I like to use this stuff here. These rolls you can get like at Lowe's or Home Depot, and you can just kind of go around. Again, it doesn't matter if it gets wrinkled up. All you want is for the tire to cover up. And this is where it helps to put the sticky side on the back, because you can, as you're going around, you can stick the paper. At this point, you push everything back. guys, I'm not a professional at this. I just kind of figured it out when I did the other one, and it sort of worked, so that's why I'm showing you guys how to do this. So, okay, so that's pretty much it. We do have a couple of spots over here that show, you can see the wheel, the tire, I mean. So obviously you got to go back and take care of that. It also has to do with what kind of masking tape you have. This masking tape is, it's not as flexible as some of the other masking tape, so it doesn't curve as easy as some of the other stuff. I don't know what the deal is. This is probably like higher quality stuff. I don't know, Scotch lock, I don't know, whatever. But the other one I was using last time, it was easier to make that turn. So just FYI. So do not use edge lock, whatever, this stuff here. All right, guys, so we're ready to throw the paint down. As you can see, if you go around here, you know, the edge here, I mean, obviously this is a little bit lower than this. It doesn't really matter too much. At that point, you really can't see anything. But the main point in this step, in this area here, see out here? See there, I need to put a little more masking tape because I can see it goes through where the rubber is, so I don't want that. But you just go all the way around and just make sure that everything is okay. So I do need some right there. So let's put some masking tape right there. All right, so we're using this stuff here. This is the high performance wheel coating, restore or restyle, long lasting finish, fast drying, easy to apply. So we're using this stuff. I got this at O'Reilly's, and as you saw before, I did clean this wheel thoroughly with the brush, and like I said before, some of these stains, they don't come off. I mean, I don't know if it's, I mean, this is a 21-year-old wheel, been on the Montero for 21 years. That stuff is not coming off. The only way to restore these is to repaint them, bottom line. All right, so let's go ahead and proceed with that. Guys, I forgot one thing. You also have to mask your stem, your valve stem. So this guy, we just go around. There, so this, we just go around the stem valve with some masking tape and just cover it up like that. Very simple. See? All right, guys, so we already started painting. My GoPro camera ran out of battery, so very important to get your different angles. You can't, if you just go from one angle, obviously you're not going to get some areas. So you got to go around the wheel, get that angle, this angle, that angle, you know, all these little crevices and everything. So very important. Take your time and just don't overspray. Okay, so we're pretty much done. It dries pretty fast, but I'm gonna give it a few minutes. But as you can see, it looks much better. I covered all the little angles in there, all in there. These little triangles, you make sure you get all the sides here. So seems like everything is pretty much covered. As you can see, so I did choose this gloss, clear coat gloss, and it's one of those, this product is for the engine, so it can withstand heat up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And right in this area, obviously, when it gets pretty hot because of the brakes, so that's the reason why I went with this product. So I'm going to continue doing the rest of them, and we shall go from there. All right, guys, so here it is. This is the final product. This is how it ended up. And not not super professional. Oh shit, I messed up a little bit here. Anyway, not super professional, but I think it looks good. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. All right, guys, well, this concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Please comment if you have any comments or questions or anything like that. Again, as I mentioned before, I'm not a professional body shop guy or anything like that, but I think the process works and it looks really nice. Let me know what you think. I'll just repeat the process on all the other wheels and make the Montero look really nice. Please do the same thing on your Montero so we can make our Monteros look really nice. Just because they're older vehicles doesn't mean they have to look crappy. We can make them look really nice and pretty. They're awesome vehicles. As I always say, restore them, don't destroy them. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you on the next one. Appreciate you guys.